Hello everybody, so today I think we should take a look at the split node, which is great for separating different parts of geometry and separating polygons from geometry. So let's take a quick look at this. I'm just going to create a container here. First of all, let's create a sphere node, I think. Very quick example. Alright, there we go, up it pops. We'll just leave it like this for now. And now I want to create a group, so I want to separate part of this sphere. And I will do that by just selecting a few polygons. Let's create those ones there. That'll do, it doesn't need to be perfect. Now when I'm over the viewport here, I want to hit the tab key and put in the group node. Let's find that one. There we go, and we can see here it adds all of the information that I need here. This is all of the points or the primitives for this, right? So it's selected them, which I think in this case is probably points actually, but let me see what there is here. Yeah, there's quite a lot there. Yeah, I suspect it probably, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's irrelevant. All I know is that my group is correct. So here I've got my sphere. Now I've got my group, which is selected. Now let's say I want to separate those two so that they're both separate pieces of geometry. The way I can do that is to use the split node, and I'm going to do that by adding the split node. And one side of this I have is the geometry, the selected geometry, and the other side is the non-selected geometry. So first of all, I want to add my piece of information here. So I want my group. So let's put that into group 0. So now I've added that in there, and I'll create a null to see what I'm looking at. Now I can go into my null, and I can see that I've just got this selected part here from the group. All right, let's create another null. Let's now put this into here. Now this is the non-selected part. So I now see that I have my, let me remove that there so it's easier to see. So I've got my two pieces there together. Sorry, separate. That's cool, right? And I can also put these back together again. So let's merge all this together. All right. There we go, now I've got it all back together, but they are actually two separate pieces of geometry still, even though they look like they're together. And the way I can prove that is I can go into my exploded view, and if I pull these apart, there you go, I can see that they are now two separate pieces. All right, so that was pretty cool, cool node there. And I hope that's useful. I was looking at this myself because in Maya I used to always use the extract or separate, and I was looking for something that was similar inside of Houdini. It's actually surprisingly difficult for me to find an answer. There are a number of different options. You can use the blast node, for example, but I find this one really good. It helps me to keep all of the information there. Alright, so I hope that's useful and helps, and I will speak to you guys again very soon. Alright, bye bye.